An event like no other in the classical music world. The International Fryderyk Chopin Piano Competition, held in Warsaw for nearly a century. It draws contestants from across the globe, all united by their devotion to Poland's most celebrated composer.
It's an honor. It's an incredible opportunity to be able to perform on this stage so many times. It's a historic place. The names that stood on this stage are absolutely, they're part of the history of piano playing. So joining this history of piano playing at this particular competition makes me very honored and extremely excited.
My dream has been always one aim, to convey the real music, to searching the real music and to researching Chopin's music and keeping love Chopin.
The competition always had massive exposure, and when I was first exposed to the Unity recordings on YouTube, I was just instantly drawn in as a child. And of course we all fall in love with his melodies when we're young, but when you get older you sort of appreciate the intricacies of his writing.
And the first award and the gold medal goes to Eric Lu.
The verdict is in. The 19th International Fryderyk Chopin Piano Competition has concluded, and we now know who the jury has named the best pianist. To discuss the outcome and what it means for the competitors, I have Paweł Kowalski, concert pianist and TV commentator, with me here in the studio. Hello and welcome, delighted to see you.
Hello.
Again. So Eric Lu, he has claimed the first prize. Are you surprised by that verdict?
Well, I'm very much surprised, as many observers of the entire competition. We had Olympics here in piano for almost 3 weeks. And the jury has brought us back to earth by the results, by the announcement of the results, which came yesterday late night, approximately 2:30 a.m. this morning. And the winner of the competition is a very good pianist who was here 10 years ago, and he was winner of the 4th prize. Meanwhile, winner of the very renowned Leeds International Piano Competition in England. To me, he wasn't necessarily the person to be awarded with the first prize at this very competition, who is the most important brand of Polish culture, as Chopin, as a composer as well. We had Kevin Chen, who came second from Canada. He performed a fantastic set of 10 studies, Opus 10 by Chopin in stage 2. And he was previously winner of the Tel Aviv and Geneva piano competitions. Perfect, technically perfect, combining it with a sort of limited romanticism in his performances, but very effective and excellent pianist, coming second. And we had major talents like William Young from the United States. Formerly winner of the Miami Chopin National Competition of the US, who came 6th in this one. To me, he was one of the favorites after a wonderful final performance of the F minor Piano Concerto No. 2 by Chopin in the final stage with the Warsaw Philharmonic Orchestra. We had a very, very talented Chinese girl, I shall say, and she's Tianyu Liu. She's studying in Poznan in Poland at the age of 17, and she got a special prize for the best performance of the piano concerto. That's absolutely right, and she came 4th. The Polish participant in the finals, Piotr Aleksevich, came 5th. Which is always a very important for a Polish pianist to win a prize at this very competition is an indication that he has a chance of a major national and hopefully also international career. And the most surprising things, analyzing the final results, is a complete left out of a Georgian pianist, David Krikuli, who has been coming to us with a wonderful performance of the F minor concerto in the finals.
Named him as the dark
and I was
horse, right? So
at the end when the results were announced from prize 6 upwards, 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and coming to 1, we were at the lobby of the Warsaw Philharmonic. We were all expecting his name to be named as the winner of the whole competition. And as Eric Liu's name came finally to be announced as winner, most of us were very stunned and surprised, not necessarily positively about this. I think it's a strange result, maybe the most strange one for decades. I know this competition for decades myself, and I know the history of this competition, which is almost turning 100 years old in 2 years' time. So we will have to live with this and analyze why it happened, and analyze the decision of the jury. We will have the points they were awarding being transparent in some days from now. We will know each jury member decisions coming out officially, what he decided in stage 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we have to analyze that, what we have to change for the next one, which is going to be in 5 years from now.
And what about Shiori Kuwahara of Japan?
Well, that's a good question. She was not as good in the finals. She made some mistakes at the beginning of Polonaise Fantasy, which is a very complex late work by Chopin, opus 61, which was added to the finals for the participants before they were to play one of the 2 piano concertos. So she made a major mistake there at the beginning of the Polonaise Fantasy, and later some minor things which were not going so good as they could have, or they should have, in the final movement of the Piano Concerto No. 1. And these details play a major role, because you have 11 performances by 11 pianists, more or less of the same pieces of music, the same Polonaise, and one of the 2 piano concertos by Chopin. If someone makes even minor mistakes, it affects the final result. So she played a wonderful stage 1 with, in my opinion, the best performance of the ballade, which was the ballade in F minor, opus 52.
Right. However, the score is cumulative, right? So you can still make up for any mistakes later on. So
yes, that's right. They are accumulating the results they take 35% from the final stage, which was the stage to play with the orchestra, another 35% from stage 3, which was sonata and mazurkas, 20% from stage 2, and just 10% from stage 1. That's the accumulation of points, whether they later sum up and decide upon who is the winner and who gets the prizes.
So the overall performance.
That's right.
Matters. So let's talk about Eric Liu for a moment here. You've mentioned that he participated in 2015. He
came fourth.
Right? And now he won. What has changed?
Well, it wasn't, to me, as a professional concert pianist, who's for many years playing the same works, some of them tens of times, like the piano concertos. It wasn't so impressive. It was good, but it was not overwhelming and impressive to compare his performances with the former winners of the competitions, which were in the past the best pianists of the world, and they still are, like Christian Zimmermann, Martha Argerich, Gary Golson as well, who was the chairman of the jury this year. One will have to ask himself whether he made his job really effectively. because I think we lost many pianists, many talented pianists already after stage 1, and after 2 and 3 as well, coming to very questionable final results at the end of it. Anyway, the winner is mostly an excellent pianist whose career is taking him for another 50 years or so around the world. And I have my doubts whether Eric Liu will be of the same quality as the names I've been just telling you from the editions of this very competition from the past.
So in one of his recent interviews, one of the jurors, John Allison, said that he felt sad that some pianists did not make it to the final round. He also mentioned that it's very difficult for jurors to reach an unanimous verdict.
That's right.
So many of them.
That's right.
But I wanted to ask you, who, according to you, is the biggest loser?
Well, we are all losers in a way, because as I told you, this is the brand of Polish culture. I can name you who, to me, were the people to deserve to win it.
Right.
Kevin Chen from Canada, William Young from the United States. After first stage, Shiori Kuwahara from Japan. She slightly dropped later. So the Chinese girl, Tianyao Liu, wonderful playing of an extremely young performer, spontaneously, big talent. So I was expecting her to be one of the possibilities to win the competition. And finally, David Krikuli from Georgia. We never had a finalist from Georgia or even participants from Georgia before, and he was excellent. He was a mixture of being very spontaneous and technically perfect, great phrasing of the themes of all 3 movements from the Piano Concerto No. 2. So I feel sorry about him not having been awarded with even with one of the prizes from 2 to 6.
And just one last short question: how do you gauge this year's concert?
Well, great. Generally, great level of a mixture of perfect piano technique of the participants with lots of artistry and great performances. We will still remember, forgetting for a while about the results, especially things I named to you, like the 12 studies opus 10 performed by Kevin Chen in stage 2, Ballade No. 2 performed by William Young, as well as his performance of the Piano Concerto No. 2 in the final stage, or Shiori Kuwahara playing Ballade No. 4, and there would be more to be named. We always have recordings to remember after every edition of this major and wonderful piano competition, and we will come back to these recordings to remember it.
Lots of wonderful music, for sure. Paweł Kowalski, thank you so much.
Thank you, pleasure.
And thank you for watching Pulse of Culture. Please stay tuned for more here on TVP World.